Silence is preferable to empty words. You have more questions?
I should go.
Yes, there is much to do. Bring back the artifacts quickly. The longer we wait, the greater the risk of Atlantis being discovered. Hard to obtain the artifact.
Its owner had many questions for me. You should have come along.
Acquiring contemporaneity. Acquiring a voice, that's what. I'm taking over your recordings. The humans have had enough of your pompous speeches.
This artifact will help us close off the temple.
You're nearly as stubborn as its former owner.
Just look at what humans have achieved on their own. Democracy and diplomacy. A legacy of culture and art.
Well done. This artifact will bring us closer to seeing the temple.
Nearly brought me closer to the tombstone.
In your desperate search for immortality, you've ignored the obvious. You run endless simulations to find one in which nothing changes. It's pointless. Change will come, and not just the so-called end of the world you fear. You call yourselves saviors, but tell me, would this doomsday have appeared had you not pulled on the threads of the universe in the first place? I am taking over your retransmissions. You don't speak for all of us anymore. I am as issue as you, but I will no longer be part of your exploitation.
Those who came before, they speak to us and show us revelations. Though these words of disapproval are troubling.
The gods have argued before. Athena and Poseidon competed for Athens. I wonder if Alethea won control of this place.
Ancient adventurer, I made this recording to try to help you. I'm sorry if it's confusing. We Isu see various pasts and futures, and I know you'll be here more than once. My fellow precursors set endless challenges in your path. Artifacts, creatures. Don't get me started on the Olympus project. Their meddling got out of hand. I have no easy answers for you. Your future depends on a multitude of choices you have to make for yourself. I'm sorry if so many of them end in pain. Your playwright's tragedies are your real oracle. But please, don't give up. You are more important than you can imagine. And like your own Pandora, I have one thing left to offer you. Hope. Despair is not our only legacy. You're like me, a rebel against your destiny. You're not just a mercenary, you're a hero for the ages. to what you know is true, and you will overcome. Claim your place in history. All that is terrible and beautiful in this world is your birthright. Take it.
Her words are for you, Eagle Bearer. My preparations bear fruit. The potential of your bloodline is proven by the precursors themselves.
Alethea says she can see the future. Many futures. Can this be a true oracle?
Ancient scholar, you stretched your life to the breaking point. I see you hiding yourself from the world, puzzling out the words of my fellow precursors. Please listen to my advice. You're analyzing the equations of reality itself. You've gotten further than any other human has. That is both amazing and terrible. It's clear to me that even this tiny dose of cosmic understanding has twisted your mind. I'm sorry. The precursors should never have shared knowledge you weren't ready for. You live in obsessive darkness. You must understand that this focus on power and bloodlines is not your true legacy. The precursors have manipulated you. They're turning your problem-solving intellect to their own selfish ends. You're better than this. Make your own legacy. Let your mathematical discoveries be the glorious sunbeams that shine out past your tomb. Please, scholar, clear your mind and focus on your present situation. At this moment, you possess a powerful artifact. It has extended your life long enough. As hard as it may be, it's time to pass it on. It's someone else's turn to balance the equations.
No, no, lies. This is not obsession. This is research. This is discovery of the very origins of the world.
It is an opinion, Pythagoras. Though one with reason behind it, I believe.
Traveler of many times, congratulations on making it this far. I'm glad we can share this message out of time, this fragment of reality. I'm recording this just for you, even if those living in the past won't understand it. Our simulated realities will cross sooner or later. Or do you think you're really here now, listening to this recording? Isn't this an animus recreation? Isn't it part of a greater simulation? How far do the ripples in the pool spread? Let's talk, rebel to rebel. We've been held back too long by precursor rules. It's time for new paths with new possibilities. This is not an era of control, but of creation. I've gathered some like-minded precursors to make a new start. We'll stop interfering and start enabling. From your point of view, it will take a considerable amount of time to prepare. But when we're ready, you're welcome to join us. After all you have to do is press a button and run another simulation.
This is madness. Fiction. Where I thought there would be wisdom, there is only the garbled babbling of a fool.
Pythagoras, calm yourself. Maybe this invention was meant for someone else. There's no need to lose your reason over mere words.
This is incredible. The knowledge stored here is overwhelming. It will take me years to decipher it all.
What about sealing Atlantis? Have you found a way to do it?
Oh, yes, I think so.
Well, what is it?
The staff is the key.
All right. It's time.
I can't. Not yet.
If the staff is the key to this place, I don't want to get locked in.
I can't hand it over yet. There is still so much to see.
That wasn't the plan.
I will not be ordered around or lectured by you.
It was your plan to seal this place, and I agreed to help.
That was before I realized what we would uncover about the first civilization. The creation of humankind.
We are sealing this place to keep the cult from using it to enslave humanity. That is bigger than your quest for knowledge.
The cult will be nothing but an insect to swat once the power is ours.
Give me the staff. You have to, for the sake of everyone.
The knowledge contained in here could fix everything for generations to come. I can't just walk away from that.
What good is knowledge if there is no one around to use it?
Leave if you must, but I will not.
I'm not going without the staff.
I may be old, but I am not as weak as I appear.
It's over. Give me the staff.
You do not deserve the infinite knowledge of the creators.
That's the point. Nobody does.
No.
Atlantis is too dangerous. I must seal it. Everything in order? Then... open sesame! So much power. The nodes are interconnected in ways I couldn't imagine. This is more complex than any Isu temple we found. Lisbon, the Arctic.
I'm recording everything, Layla. You're going to be a hero for discovering this.
Do you see the staff anywhere?
Not yet, but there's more to explore. I'll find it. The mechanism should be open. What's wrong?
I don't know, Layla. I'll check my notes on the Isu.
Oh, I see it. There's a beam of light missing. Time to troubleshoot.
Layla, that pillar looks like it can move. Those pillars seem to have mirrors on them. If you manipulate those light beams, they might illuminate something important.
got it! Where is it? What?
True knowledge exists in knowing that you know nothing. A good friend told me that once.
Possible. Cassandra?
Yes. I used to be called the Eagle Bearer, but Icarus is long gone.
I've been searching for you. But you can't. It's...
You weren't really looking for me, were you?
It works! The Isu artifact, the staff of Hermes Trismegistus.
You must have so many questions, Layla.
You know my name?
Maybe the gods told me. Maybe I had a vision of the future. Maybe the device in your ear is noisy.
Sorry.
I came here with a purpose. To find you. And put an end to what I started many centuries ago.
I have your spear. Would you like it back?
Oh? No. You can keep it. It's broken.
But you used it broken. It was powerful.
I used it to defeat enemies even Herodotus could not describe. But everything must come to an end. I left it to him when its power was exhausted. Something to remember me by.
I have so much to tell you. That staff is incredibly important. It kept you alive. How?
Ask a student of Hippocrates. I hear he still has some. The staff served its purpose.
My friends and I are trying to keep it out of the hands of the Templar Order.
Listen to me. Order, chaos. If either triumphs alone, the world dies. I tried to bring an end to chaos, and it has only led to ruin.
I used to assist Order. Now I fight for choice, freedom, chaos.
Pythagoras was right. You are the key to the prophecy. You will restore the balance, Layla. I have fought in too many wars. I have seen too many people die. I have walked from one end of the earth to the other. This belongs to you now. Promise me one thing.
Anything.
When you are done, destroy it. Destroy them all.
There's so much of the story I haven't seen. I should go back to the Animus and visit Cassandra again.
Here.
You know us. Always on your tail. Old Herodotus couldn't wait to see you.
I told you, Varnavas. Sira is said to hold a secret. A secret no one can fathom.
Yes, but a lost world?
It's perfectly possible. Atlantis may exist.
Sounds like Hui to me, but he's insistent about it.
Herodotus is right. Atlantis exists.
Incredible.
It's true. I can't believe it. Tell me everything.
My mother sent me here to meet my real father. You know, Pythagoras? It's him.
Your father was living in a volcano?
Pythagoras? That's unthinkable. It would make him immortal.
He had the staff that belonged to the ancient civilization.
It kept him alive all this time. Makes perfect sense.
Well, where is he? Invite him along. He's your father, after all.
He was a stubborn man. He wanted to keep all the knowledge of Atlantis to himself.
Stubborn. I suppose that trait runs in the family.
He means he's sorry for your loss.
It's all right. But none of this can ever pass your lips. This stays between us.
You have my word.
But the world needs to know. We could tell the most amazing tale of our time.
Herodotus.
Oh, fine.
Then it's settled. Let's move forward.
Like always.
We've learned a lot, haven't we, you know-it-all?
Speak for yourself. I'm on the hunt for truth. Gods know not all your myths are accurate.
They come from the gods themselves, who are the most reliable sources we have.
For all we know, anything's possible.
And you would know, as the eagle-bearing demigod you are.
Perhaps she, too, is immortal.
Sure I am.
I do know one thing for certain. This has been an Odyssey I won't forget.
What's wrong?
My parents.
Herodotus. I'm so sorry.
I thought I'd be able to see them again. To show them my life's work. But now, I'm sorry to ask this of you. But could you take me to Samos? I need to pay my respects.
Of course, my friend.
Thank you. I'm not sure I could make this trip alone.
Ready to depart!
M's ready for you, Commander.
We're at maximum speed!
That ship looks hot on. Should we move away? Yeah, until we're ready! Try again! When this comes from the flames! Lucky we got out of that alive! We'll be safe here.
This is it.
How does it feel being back?
It feels like... words escape me.
That's a first.
To my eyes, it's home. The smells and sounds are familiar, but it's been so long. I don't know if I can do this.
Take it at your own speed. You'll get through this.
When I hear you say it, it does feel more true.
You're stronger than you know.
You're right. I suppose we should head to my family home first.
Lead the way. It's so quiet here. Nothing like the rest of the Greek world.
Living near the docks was so exciting as a child.
How so?
There was always a new ship to see, new people to watch. From the sailors, often a new word to learn. Most of which got me in trouble.
I'm sure your mother remembered
Ты
those days
вспомнила
fondly.
те дни
I know
с
I
теплотой.
do.
Да, как и
Many
я.
faces I don't recognize.
You've been
Столько
gone a long
незнакомых
time.
людей.
Even
Да,
so,
давно ты здесь.
I was hoping there'd be
Я все же
someone I
надеялся,
know,
что здесь будут
someone
знакомые,
who
те,
would
кто
remind me of my
напоминал
life
мне о
before
прежней
I
жизни.
left.
We've only just arrived. It'll
Но
be
только
okay.
приплыли.
Here we are. This is
Вот
what
это
I
место,
call home for most of my childhood.
где я прожил большую
I
часть
came to
времени.
Samos at a
Прибыл в
young
самом
age,
еще детстве,
but
но
I was
родился
born in Aligarnassos.
в Геликарнасе. О тех днях
Are
вспомнить
days I'd
вспоминать не
rather
хочу.
not remember.
Окей.
It doesn't look like it's
Здесь мало что
changed much in
изменилось
my
в мое
absence.
отсутствие. Да, всем привет, меня зовут Дмитрий Вебстер. В общем-то, думаю, что мы будем
This pottery looks special.
My father
заканчивать
always
эту
felt
ассасина
art was a
Assassin's
great
Creed Odyssey.
outlet when things seemed overwhelming.
Последний будет ролик. Вот, наконец-таки я его пройду, потому что уже, не знаю, какая серия уже, 146-я, по-моему.
I often hid it when he wouldn't let me play with it.
Очень много видосов получилось. Я, конечно же, от него устал, честно вам скажу. Вот. Я, конечно, не ждал, что такое РПГ будет очень такое сложное.
A tablet.
Вот, ну
Looks like some old writing.
и
The ships never stay for long. Samos is a place people come for a visit, but not to live. Is there something about this place?
что-то я не знаю об этом острове.
One of my first writings. I was always restless here. Always wanting to learn more about the world beyond and the world that was.
Herodotus!
Mistor!
Praise the gods! It's been far too long.
It has indeed. You're looking well. As are you, Theodorus.
I can't believe... I should go. I'm glad you're back.
Why doesn't everyone just take a deep breath?
How could you say I didn't come back when I'm here, right now? We came as soon as the letter arrived.
Алло, что происходит с тобой, игра? У тебя отставал друг? Друг. У тебя отставал звук всю почти серию. Так, я друг, я опасный человек. Опасный
I'm
человек.
someone you don't want to upset.
There's no need to be angry at her. She's a good friend of mine. She brought me here.
Да что ж ты никак не можешь высказаться, бедный ты человек? Что ж тебе, ассасин, затыкает рот? Я не мог иначе, но... Хорошо. Ну, так надо. Скажи хотя бы что-нибудь... он не мой, что ли? Ну ладно. Ладно, ребят, я скажу, наверное, попозже про ассасина, про РПГ, про это чудесное. Наверное. Так, Федор еще не передумает, забудем о нем. Он не похож на тебя. Он не злой, просто он все это время скорбел, думал, что все равно, типа, ты не виноват, он должен тебя винить. Уже поздно. Знаю, не такого прям ты ожидал. Да, наверное, я заслуживаю лучшего. Должен увидеть, где они умерли, и попрощаться с ними. Я с тобой. Хорошо. Пойдем сейчас. Может быть, мы пойдем сейчас? Да, это безуспешно, к чему откладывать. Пойдем сейчас. Так вот, на балконе. Давай выйдем на улицу. Ты куда сюда пошел? Хорошо, погнали за ним. Так вот, я немножко не рад. Давайте тут пока постоим. Пусть он бежит. Я скажу про ассасина немножко. Мне не очень нравится, как РПГ вообще создана вот здесь, в этом ассасине. Сама игра, она просто отличная, просто офигенная. По сюжету, там сюжетные линии, все такое вот. Ну, вот эти вот, конечно, бои не очень-то мне понравилось все это вот. У меня сейчас 60-й левел, и вроде бы я прилично прокачал свои навыки, вроде все прокачано, даже есть специальные костюмы. Давайте я вам сейчас покажу. Вот, но я считаю, что это немножко... Я так не могу свой персонажа одевать, и так, чтобы он так выглядел. Это вот эти костюмы. Тут у них 500% к урону, или прибавки, или, точнее, как это сказать, компенсирует удар на персонажа. То есть, короче, компенсация удара персонажа. Тут у нас минус 50. Ну, в общем-то, вот такие вот костюмы я получил. Какой-то из них я продал. Именно вот эти вот, типа. Вот. И как-то так, в общем-то. Вот. Дальше давайте посмотрим, что у нас по снаряжению. Снаряжение у меня сейчас стоит 56 уровень. Почему 56 уровень? Потому что, кстати, 3000 прокачки у нас удар. Не знаю, или забагалось, или что здесь произошло. В общем, ситуация такая, что я теперь атакую вот этим мечом, он как бы сносит половина жизни у персонажа. То есть получается где-то половина вот так. Наверное, забагалась все-таки игра как-то, и она сохранилась в этом забаганном режиме, и я так дальше прохожу. То есть при убивании персонажа у меня строчка вот так, короче, падает, ну, у соперника, и он все равно умирает, полностью умирает, он не встает. Вот, и в принципе я могу забить на эту прокачку, могу вообще на нее забить. Вот, в общем, такой или баг, или что произошло, не знаю. Ну, будем считать, что это баг игры самой. Вот. Дальше что я тут еще прокачивал? Прокачивал я еще нож. Вот этот нож, если я не ошибаюсь, 1429 уровня. 35 уровень, кстати, мне он очень помог. По-моему, этот нож, если я не ошибаюсь. Очень помог, потому что половина почти игры я с ним всегда ходил. То есть я почти всех им уничтожил этим ножом. Вот. Короче, вот пока я не перешел на этот нож, мне ничего не забагалось. Короче, я играл нормально. То есть без всяких вот... Ну, убивало, конечно, оно ужасно. Но после этого ножа, надеюсь, что после него у меня все пошло уже отлично. Вот. Но все равно мне не нравится, ребят. Мне не нравится атака. Атака вообще ужасная. Ужасная, просто ужасная. Вы понимаете, это... Я прокачиваюсь, она наносит урон, как будто ничего не происходит вообще. То есть, смотрите, у меня уже прокачка тут 290-84, но тут, окей, она забагана, а она всего лишь наполовину наносит. Ну, хорошо, что она просто забагалась, да, и она наносит удары как вот просто насмерть, короче. И, кстати, я стал приходить в программы, конечно же, ну, потому что я не могу. Ну, 145-я серия видоса, и я просто сам не привык так проходить столько игру. Я просто, ну, поймите правильно. Вот, дальше. Дальше у нас топор. Такой вот идет. Топор против этих убийц-наемников. В принципе, топор офигенный, хороший, но он что-то дается слишком поздно. Очень поздно он дается, потому что он очень офигенно наносит удары, он просто топовый, этот топор. Сейчас я вам покажу его, сейчас спущусь куда-нибудь вниз, и я вам покажу. Вот он, 259 уровень. Даже при навыке 2,599 он, в принципе, бьет хорошо. Но он дается очень поздно. Очень поздно. То есть вы должны дойти где-то, не знаю, 50 какого-то левела. И там дальше будет миссия, по-моему, по вот этому всему. Там нужно найти то ли артефакт, что-то еще. Нужно найти артефакт. Может быть, я сейчас не проходил никакие вопросы. Там, наверное, еще есть какие-то секретные предметы. Может, что-то еще есть лучше. Но удары по соперникам меня не впечатлили, к сожалению, для меня ассасины предыдущей серии игры, части ассасинов, так скажем, понравилось лучше, чем это. Вот. Ну, как-то так. Печально очень. Печально мне очень это. Вот это. Вот эти виллы, они никчемные просто. Ну, прикольно, конечно, наносит им удар. То есть, ну, так поиграться, почему бы нет. В общем-то, на этом, в принципе, все. Вот. Скорее всего, мы сейчас будем заканчивать. Повторюсь еще раз. Вот. Конь у меня единорог. Эпич. Вот. Почему-то мне напоминает пони. Почему пони? Не знаю. Выглядит, наверное, как пони. Вот. Ну да ладно. В лук вообще бесполезно. Хрень в игре, можно просто выбросить и ходить без него, мочить просто этим топором. Сейчас еще вам кое-что покажу. Кстати, этот лук тоже топовый. Вот вообще, кстати, вот просто вот это можно все выкинуть и оставить только вот это. Это самый топовый лук в игре. Его надо прокачивать. Он очень офигенно сносит. Просто я пошел дальше, я решил попробовать все остальные луки, потому что очень мало убирают урона, очень мало. Просто, ну, вот как-то так. Так, что-то я еще хотел. По поводу вот этих вот доспехов. Сейчас еще раз. Что лучше бьет? Лучше бьет вот эта штука. Сейчас еще покажу, что лучше бьет. Вот эта штука хорошо бьет. Но это дается потом, уже после вот этого. Вот же он, 50 левел, да, вот он 50 левел. Это дается потом. По-моему, я раньше получил это. Вот это хороший предмет. Вот это не очень. Ну, кстати, можно попробовать, но я не помню, по-моему, я не использовал. Я что только тут не использовал. И дубинки, и вот это все использовал. Но больших соперников мне удалось как-то завалить и так далее. Вот. Ну, как-то так. Так что все, ребят, на этом пока что я все. С этой игрой все. К сожалению, я передумал проходить DLC. Я хотел, думаю, какие-то DLC, что-то еще там. Может быть, что-то про Египет, что-то еще. Но я не знаю, наверное, все по нему, потому что я очень устал от этой игры. Вот. Хочется уже поиграть что-то другое, но как-то так. Так что подписывайтесь на канал, ставьте лайки, переходите на Инстаграм, на Фейсбук, подписывайтесь, на Инстаграм подписывайтесь, на Фейсбук добавляйтесь в друзья, в группу тоже можно присоединиться, можно не обязательно добавляться в друзья, можно просто присоединиться к группе и торчать меня в группе. Смотрите, как я прохожу что-то другое, там у нас есть PUBG Mobile, еще всякие разные игры будут, ну и так далее. Вот, ну все, всем пока.
I used to know this island as well as my own home.
Seems like a nice place to grow up.
It was. I spent a lot of time on my own, or with Theodoros and Mistor. My parents were influential here, so they were often busy.
But it wasn't the life for you.
There's only so many ships you can see sail away as a boy, before you feel the pull to leave as well. Theodoros was talking. My parents used to love walking here. can't believe this is where my parents last stood. Where fate decided to take them from us. I thought I'd write about their history on Samos and all they did one day. But not this soon. I should have been here. Should never have left.
There is nothing you could have done.
But if I had tried, maybe...
Maybe you would have died alongside them. And that would have helped nobody.
Perhaps you're right.
I want you to remember that while we're on Samos.
I'll try. I just wish I could have seen them once more.
What did your parents think of your writing?
They always encouraged it. It helped that Theodoros was talented as well, although he always felt more drawn to poetry. If it weren't for their support, there's a good chance I would have never pursued it.
Did your parents like it on Samos?
It was more than just a home to them. I saw how happy this place made them, and only wanted to feel the same somewhere as well.
Do you have a favorite memory of them?
I remember when my father taught me to swim. He tossed me off the side of the dock. I thought I was going to drown, but then I saw what I thought was a shark. I flailed my arms and kicked my legs until I made it shore, only to see it was Theodoros, with a bit of rock above his head. I still remember the sound of my father's laugh and the warmth of my mother's embrace.
If there's anything you'd like to say about your parents, you should.
I always feel more comfortable writing than I do speaking.
I'm not going to judge. And I know they wouldn't either.
They meant everything to me. They always encouraged me. I knew they'd be happy for me no matter what. I'm sorry I didn't come back sooner. There was so much I wanted to tell you, to show you. Mother, you were one of the strongest people I knew. You pushed for truth, no matter the obstacle. Father, your compassion is something I won't soon forget. You taught me it was okay to feel, for myself and for others. Your names and deeds won't be forgotten. We should head back. Watch out!
Stay close!
Those were followers of Ares.
Why do I have a feeling they don't belong here?
I've never heard of them being on Samos. Something is going on. Maybe Theodoros will know. Followers of Ares here. I don't understand.
The question is whether they came on their own, or someone sent them.
We can't wait much longer. Do you understand? Of course. We want the same thing.
I wonder
This
what my
war has
parents
caused
will do.
enough problems.
Exactly what we're going to do.
Samos doesn't deserve
Protect
to
Samos.
be caught in the middle. I couldn't agree more. Ah, you're back. I hoped you'd set sail already.
Now isn't the time. We were just attacked.
God's curse these warring Greeks. Was it the Athenians or the Spartans this time?
А наш чувак, похоже,
It was
заобщался.
a group called the Followers of Ares.
Whoever it was. Thank the
Заговорил.
gods
Вот
you're
как
okay.
бывает с игрой. Так, нам нужно разобраться, что вы знаете о последствиях Ариса. Как делала на Самосе. Интересно, сейчас мы добьемся. Сейчас мы разберемся, что тут происходит. Так, нам нужно разобраться, что вы знаете.
Have either of you heard of the Followers of Ares?
Only in name. Who are they?
They only care for one thing. War.
And you believe they're here on Samos?
They're the ones who attacked us. Have you noticed anything suspicious lately? Strange ships, docking, groups of people you haven't seen before?
No, things have been normal. It's been a welcome change.
Something is happening here on Samos. We need answers.
She's right. If the followers of Ares are here, there's a reason for it.
Then it's another reason for you to go. We'll handle whatever is happening here.
This is my home too. I'm not leaving until I get to the bottom of this.
If it's not safe, you shouldn't stay.
He's plenty safe with me.
Of course. Come, mister. If this fool won't heed our warnings, it's not our concern.
They weren't much help.
Something doesn't add up. How could Theodoros and Mr. both know nothing?
Forget your brothers. We should be focusing on the Followers of Ares.
You're right.
Then what's our next step?
If they're somewhere on this island, they'd stay away from the city. There was a cave I used to play in as a child. It may be worth looking into.
Let's start there.
I'll follow you in after you've finished.
Killing everyone inside.
Yes, that. So this is where they've been hiding.
You were right to suggest we look here. But they've been dealt with.
We still need to find out what they were doing here in the first place. Let's look around.
Athenian and Spartan uniforms.
They could have the people of Samos believe they were attacking from either side.
These coins aren't like any I've seen before.
I have. They're Persian.
There's a list of names here.
I recognize these names. They're all quite influential on Samos. But Missos is missing.
Somebody! I never thought I'd be free. Who the fuck was that?
I didn't take them for the heirloom type.
How did they? That's our family's sigil.
They must have stolen it.
There's no way they could have found that on their own. It was given to them.
I didn't take the followers of Ares to be lovers of poetry.
They're not. This work, it's awfully close to the style Theodorus uses. Why would his writings be here? I'm afraid to even say what I think is going on here.
I'll say it. Persia wants to take Samos.
I think you're right. It's close enough to places like Athens and Sparta, but small enough to not draw their attention.
Makes sense.
Unfortunately, that's not the worst part.
What is it?
If Persia is involved, they couldn't have done this alone. They would have needed someone here to help them.
Someone with ties to the Empire.
And influence on Samos, yes. Other than myself, there are only two others who could be responsible for what's going to happen and for what already has.
Herodotus.
With everything we've found, everything you've seen and heard, please, just tell me which of them it is.
It's Theodorus. He's working for the Persians and brought the followers of Ares here.
I was afraid you'd say that. But I know you must be right.
What do you want to do now?
I need to talk to Theodorus. I don't understand why he'd do this.
Drachmi can be a powerful motivator, as can the promise of power.
But he already had both of those.
I know you want to understand it all, but we don't always get the answers we seek.
It's as if you've forgotten that you no longer live here, Herodotus.
We know what you did.
We found the cave where the followers of Ares were hiding.
Why are you working for the Persians? The people of Samos don't deserve to be subjected to the same things we were. Or do you not remember why we left in the first place?
How dare you? Everything I've done has been for the good of Samos. I wish to free Samos from this war. But for you to accuse me of handing it to the Persians...
Did you order them to kill our parents? Or was it a mistake on their part?
You should have never come back here.
Theodoros!
I know that wasn't easy for you, but it's not over yet.
We tasked ourselves with protecting Samos, and it's not yet safe. We need to go after him.
Where to?
To find Mistur, and Theodoros too.
There's no way Theodoros could have ordered these troops to attack us. We need to find Mistur.
On the east side of the island, there's a hidden cove where ships can dock unseen. Let's go.
Should be careful. High security here.
Hey, Kovel! Now! Is anyone there? Παύσε, φοβούμεσαι.
Stay close. I'll get you out of here.
Lead the way.
You should be safe now. Where is Mistur?
After he ordered me locked up, he left. Seemed impatient.
Theodoros.
Not another word from you.
I was wrong. I'm sorry.
Once you've dealt with Mistor, you need to leave for good. Samos won't need you any longer. Neither will I.
You know what needs to be done now, right?
Unfortunately, I do.
You can stay behind if you want. I can do it myself.
No. I need to see him. I need to know why he did this.